Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Today we're going to be checking out your unpopular opinions about Star Stable. As all of you know by now, every Wednesday and Saturday throughout December I'm hosting a 500 star coin giveaways and 2 of them are actually still open, so if you haven't entered, make sure to do so for a chance to win a 500 star coin code. But for every giveaway I have a theme, and for one of them the theme was your unpopular opinions. It was really interesting to read all of them, so of course I had to make this video, and I thought that I might do another video like this in the future. So if you have any unpopular opinions about SSO that you'd like to share with me and I might include it in a future video, just put it in the Google forms that are gonna be in the pinned comment and at the top of the description. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video as always, and if you do, make sure to subscribe, it really means a lot. And now let's get into it. First, we're just gonna do the Blizzard. I've really been slacking with the winter festivities this year. I don't know. The thing is, you get winter tokens from them and the rewards really aren't great, and then the same goes for the winter magic. Someone said, I actually like the new horses and characters, the old ones are so crusty. Look, I love the old horses and I definitely have a lot of love for the old characters, but yeah, I think you can't really dispute the fact that the new horses and characters look so much better, so much more realistic, and overall I think they're actually really amazing, and SSO did and does a pretty good job. Though one thing I don't get about the updated characters is SSO created I think 3 more body types even before the characters were added, but we still don't have them. One of them is I think really slim, there's a muscular one, and I think another bigger one, so I wonder when we're gonna get them. I hate the Pertron and Pasofino. Don't really know why, something just looks extremely off about them. Can't really explain it, to be honest. I love the Pasofinos. I mean, I'm riding one now. There's that. The Pertrons are so angular, their butts are so square. I really wanted to get a couple of them, but then I got one and I was like, you know what, I'm fine. My unpopular opinion is that I really just hate Yidris. Honestly, I'm also not his biggest fangirl, but I don't know if I have the courage to publicly say this. And then someone's unpopular opinion was that Yidris looked better before. I can't even remember how long it's been since Yidris was updated, but if you don't know, let me tell you, the old Yidris looked so bad. He was so crusty. He was just so different. And I really wouldn't say he looked better before. I guess if they said that his character was better before, I could understand it. But maybe not about Star Stable, but horses instead, which SSO has a lot. I have never liked horses, literally ever. I think they're scary and unpredictable. Once I was brushing my friend's horse while she was doing other stuff, and the horse kicked me right in the knee. I cried my eyes off and never got close to a horse ever again. Okay, first of all, I'm sorry that happened, but I don't really get why you're playing SSO because it revolves around horses. I mean, I guess if you don't really think about them, it might work. But if you actually hate them, I mean, it's exposure therapy at the end of the day, so it might not be that bad. I think SSO doesn't need to add male characters, and I'm saying this as someone who prefers to play as a male. I just don't think it would suit the narration of the game, the sisterhood, and all of that. Honestly, I don't really care if they add them. The main quest is so hard to understand. I feel like there's a lot of continuity errors and a lot of plot holes now because SSO removed a lot of quests, and the main quest that we have right now is kind of different from the one it used to be. So I don't know if they fixed all that, so yeah, I kind of get that. My unpopular opinion is that old Star Stable wasn't better. People always talk about it, but in my opinion, it wasn't better. We were just kids, everything was fine, and we were discovering a new game. I do really think if SSO would be the same way it was, it would already be dead. I think in the past year, SSO has improved a lot, and it's kind of reminding me of the old SSO. Honestly, you can't tell me that the SSO between 2019, 2020, and up until like 2023 wasn't bad. I just thought this one was so funny. The bugs slash glitches of Star Stable are beautiful. Seeing flying horses over Steve's farm, girls dancing on top of their horses, riding with a chainsaw or a water bucket, and being thrown to the sky because you jumped in a fence. All these bugs, despite sometimes painful, just make Star Stable so much more fun and lovable. And in my opinion, Star Stable wouldn't be the same without the lovable bugs. Honestly, they are kind of funny, like the sticky hands glitch. SSO finally fixed it, and I feel like so many people were happy, but I've also seen so many people say that they're gonna miss their little like hay or water buckets or chainsaws, which honestly I get, because again, it is kind of funny, but not like to have it all day every day. I don't really like clubs. I think they're somehow forcing you to log in certain days of the week or at a specific hour. I don't know, but I always felt like a duty and not something I enjoyed. I feel like this really depends on a club. Like if it's kind of laid back, I don't think it would matter, but if you do have like a dressage club or a club with events, I get why you would need to log in at a certain time. Obviously, if you don't have time, that's all right. I think it really depends, because if you like miss basically every event but are still online like basically every day, I don't know. I mean, honestly, again, I just think it really depends on the club and you know what kind of person you are. I also found this one kind of funny because I don't really get it. One person just said that it needs less hats. That's their unpopular opinion. Like, I don't get it. SSO needs less hats. I mean, you can take it off if you don't like them, but seeing a bunch of naked heads while riding horses, I don't feel like is the most appropriate. Though I don't know if I'm the one to like say anything about this, seeing the type of headwear I usually have, so anyway, let's continue on. An unpopular opinion that I have is probably that I like the Gen 3 Frisians. While the gates probably aren't perfect in the game compared to IRL, I still think SSO did a great job making them, and they're one of my favorite SSO horse breeds. Honestly, if you like the horse, I don't think it should matter what other people say. The fact that the Akeltiques are ugly as hell, not gonna lie. Same with curly horses. I kind of like the Akeltiques. I think they're cute. They're so slim, and I don't know. I guess I never ride them, but that's just because my Akeltique is level 15. Honestly, I'm also not the biggest curly fan, but don't tell anyone. Squirrels and foxes in Star Stable are so very ugly. I agree. They look alien. No, you know what? I think foxes are kind of cute, but squirrels, why do they look like that? I don't get it. Like, they look like they would be my sleep paralysis demon. I don't like how nowadays people don't really go places to shop, but just use the general store. I agree with this, but I think it's SSO's fault. Everything is basically added to the global store. There was so much immersion in like actually going to a shop in like different areas, and each shop would have its own little aesthetic. I was actually going through some shops a while ago, like a couple of months ago, and some shops were empty, and I know I didn't buy all of the things from there, and I just thought it was kind of sad. I think the one in Jarlaheim that's like next to the dock is empty. At least the last time I checked it was, and I don't know, this is just so sad. I think this is kind of the same as the horses in Epona, like in New Hillcrest. Like, there's no horses being sold there, and I feel like it's just so sad. I actually enjoy training my horses, and a small part of me wishes we didn't get so much horse XP everywhere, shared moments, quests, etc., and they kept it strictly to races. I tend to have a system of sorts when I train my horses, changing out one when it reaches level 7, 10, 13, or 15, giving me some time to really enjoy that horse. Honestly, that's a really good system, and I am so jealous that you enjoy training. I mean, I guess it can be kind of enjoyable. It just really depends. Like, to me, it just feels like a chore. The chat feature should be removed. Oh my gosh. I disagree. No. I believe non-star riders should have access to more things. such as areas and horses. This is because you only really need about 4 hours to complete the starter quests, and even if you can't do the quests, more areas would make it more thrilling for non-star riders. Obviously, star riders would still have access to these areas. This is unpopular with star riders, but very popular with non-star riders. Dressage horses are overrated. Yes, I said it, and I will die on this hill, lol. I know everyone has different preferences, but I really can't see the appeal of dressage moves. You like it when horses move in a natural way. The old horses were cool, but they're just too square, so many angles. I love old horses, but they are very, very, very angular. Sell horses for coins. It is a very popular opinion that many people want SSO to add for us to be able to sell our horses for star coins. Will they ever add it? No, definitely not. Not being able to swim in Star Stable. Yeah, it would be kind of fun. Also, I don't know why, but anytime I play SSO and I dismount, I try to jump with my character. I think you were able to jump in the old SSO games, which I didn't play, so I don't know why I always try to do it, and then I'm so confused when it doesn't work, and I'm like, oh. The Belgian Warmbloods are better than the Dutch Warmbloods. I just like how they're less stiff, and I'm not the biggest fan of how dressage-y the Dutch Warmbloods are. Like, I wish they'd given them canter lead changes instead of their special move that I still can't pronounce, because that's a more Lusitano thing. Overall, I think the Belgian Warmbloods look better than the Dutch Warmbloods, but with the Belgians, I prefer the Dutch Warmbloods because the Belgian horses' idle animations are just too much. They throw their head in the air like every couple of seconds, and I cannot. The game used to give off a spooky, mysterious, and realistic vibe. I miss when the game was taken seriously and the developers put their heart into every mission, although I guess many players agree to. Yeah, I feel like this is kind of a popular opinion held among the older players. They don't answer emails if you contact customer support. They always rush things, example with the coding of snow piles when the snowflakes go under the ground if you run up a hill. The customer support, I'm honestly kind of afraid of them. And with the snow piles, I feel like the whole winter village is so buggy. The Clydesdale is kind of ugly. Oh my gosh, I definitely disagree with this. I think they're so cute. I absolutely adore draft horses, and I think Clydesdales have such adorable coat colors. I just think they look really pretty. I'd love for them to have a Pegasus, and the developers not making the game free at this point after so many years is cringe, although I understand that they put so much work in it. And I definitely don't think SSO should be free. Would it be nice? Yes, but the game would probably shut down in 1 year or so. So I would rather have it the way it is now. The new Hollywoods update is a little boring and the rewards aren't good. When I saw that they were adding quests to it, I was excited, but honestly a little disappointed when they did come out. I do like the overall scenery though. Yeah, that's definitely the way to describe this whole update. But anyway, I think these are gonna be all of the unpopular opinions featured in this video. Again, if you want to share your unpopular opinion with me, there's gonna be a Google form at the top of the description and in the pinned comment. I hope you enjoyed, and I'm gonna see you in my next video. Bye!